Listening is a skill set. It's a superpower. So in the prior segments, we've talked about trust and psychological safety. Now I want to package them together. Listening is vital when you look at the difference between trust and psychological safety. Now I've touched on this before, and let me just bring it up as a reminder. So what's trust, right? Trust means that you believe people are reliable. You've got confidence in them, and they feel safe with you and you with them, physically and emotionally. Trust is something that two people get into together, or they build together. And it's also a choice. We decide and demonstrate to give or donate trust. And demonstrating trust requires giving before receiving, not if and then. I'm going to give trust. And you know, whether the person returns it or not, I can't control that. I can only control who I show up as and who I intend to be. And trusting myself allows me to give it away. And you will also remember me saying, be what you want to see, a little bit different from Gandhi telling us to be the change. Also, not to fear what you might hear. What you hear might teach you something. So I'm going to give you some definitions here on psychological safety. Psychological safety is the belief that your environment is safe for interpersonal risk-taking. It's similar, but slightly different from trust. With trust, the question I have for you or you have for yourself is, will I give others the benefit of the doubt when I take a risk? A risk in a presentation, a risk in a conversation, a risk in bringing up an idea? Will I give people the benefit of the doubt that, hey, I can trust them? Most importantly, I can trust myself to share. So are you willing to trust in advance? Not if, then. In advance. Now with psychological safety, a question is, will others give you the benefit of the doubt when you take a risk? Do you demonstrate what it is that you're looking for in others? Will they put their trust in you? So let me share a story with you. Where I've seen many breakdowns in trust and psychological safety has had me ask, what is it I could do to raise a level of awareness for people that this actually exists? So I'd like to give you that example, or one example. So think about the environment that you're in. Have you ever found yourself perhaps stretching the truth? Has anybody ever stretched the truth with you? When we go back to sort of the 5 dysfunctions of the team, or looking at the definitions of trust and psychological safety, you know, if we're not truly committed, if we're not authentically approaching our objectives, if we're not clear on our own expectations, if we're not focused on delivering the results that we've put our word to, being a person of integrity, having responsibility, either to an event or for an event. When those things are lack, or those things are loose, we lose trust. First, we lose trust in ourselves. Then we lose trust in the people around us because we're looking for blame, a safe place to go. That breaks down both trust and an environment of psychological safety. Further, look at it this way. Have you ever had the experience, let's suppose it was you or somebody that looks just like you, that probably didn't deliver on a commitment, or perhaps felt bad that they were not able to be authentic? So let's suppose they lied. Now, if I lie to another person, I'm actually doing is I'm elevating them. When I elevate them, I diminish myself. I sell myself short. And that person becomes more important than me. But could that person really be important if I lie to them? What kind of person do I want to have in my life that I would lie to them and make them more important to me? So when you come back to listening to who you are, listening to what you stand for, listening to your commitments, to your authenticity, to where you put your integrity, which is your word, and where you're responsible, and where you're able to be accountable for all aspects of your life. That develops trust and a psychological safe zone for which you can operate anywhere in the world. If you listen closely to yourself, you'll get what you give, but we have to demonstrate it first. That not only demonstrates trust, not only creates psychological safety, but it'll give you an advantage that most people don't know they have available to them. Listening is a skill set. It's a superpower. If you take examples here, if you practice some of these disciplines throughout these modules, I promise you, your life will shift. Of the people you'll get to know really well, A is you, and perhaps a lot of people that have been around you for a long time. And you know something? When you listen, everybody benefits. Go for it.